Hello, hello. Oh, I just wanted to get a quick live in with my little Christmas tree. And I'm sitting on the floor because, as my brother was commenting the other day, this tree used to be really big. It was about as tall as us or taller when we first got it when we were 4 and 6 or 5 and 7 probably. But of course now it's yeah. I'm sitting down. I'm almost as tall as the tree. Um, but also, I've been really enjoying kind of slowing down this last week of the year and preparing myself. I think kind of laying the groundwork for the energy that I want to bring in 2024 and trying to, clear some things, organize. I'm guilty of oftentimes just doing a lot and not always prioritizing, organizing my space, and so it's felt really good to make time and room for that in this last week of the year. And I've also been thinking about, I've also been taking the time to go on walks, which has been really wonderful, and just getting back to some of my routines that feel good for taking care of myself physically, emotionally, all of it, right, is connected. And it brought me back to thinking about my little posture book. And so I thought I would share. I've been wanting to do little videos about it for the longest time. It's been out for just a little bit over a year. And I thought I would share just a little bit from the posture book and then talk about, like, explain it a little bit more. But the format of the book is just these little, I think not more than one page for any of them, little kind of vignettes and cues that I use when I teach in the tango program, tango classes I do for the general public, and also the Tango Stride program, where we're especially focusing on posture and balance. And really, posture then is so key to helping people gain their confidence in their feet and their posture and improve their balance. So it's so important. And also, these are cues that I use for myself to help me remember to, sit up straight. And when I talk about it, that always reminds me. um, Posture isn't just about sitting up straight and like having the proper posture. It's also really good for you. So I do notice that I feel better when I sit up taller. There's room for all of me. But without getting caught up, because I've got a whole book of things I could talk to you about, I just want to focus on one, which is called welcoming. And it's in the section of the book, it's cut or divided up into different sections. This one is called head to toe. And in this section, I basically go from head to all the way to your feet, talking about different things that have to do with your posture and alignment and cues that you might think of or keep in mind as you develop your own posture practice and how you carry yourself. So this one's called welcoming. And I thought, what a good kind of intention to set for this new year, 2024. What are we welcoming? What are each of us wanting to inspire and draw in and create in this next year? So how do we carry ourselves for this welcoming feeling? What if you held your arms open, palms facing upward, relaxed, welcoming, ready to receive all the good stuff the universe has to offer you? So this is from my little posture book, but I want to show you physically what this looks like as well for me and what I'm envisioning. So if you notice, if you turn your palms up, you might go ahead and do this if you don't mind. come along this journey with me. If you turn your palms upward, notice how that feels in your body. And then if you turn your palms downward, notice how that feels in your body. Now, one more time, if you relax your arms at your sides, open, or thumbs forward and even back, notice what happens in your shoulders and your upper back and your chest. And then what if you put your palms downward or backward, thumbs in, what happens in your shoulders and your chest and your back? Or on the side, this open feeling, or position with my hands and my thumbs, or closed, or palms facing backwards, thumbs facing in. I notice in my body that when I do the palms upward, thumbs forward if I'm walking, or out, facing outward if I'm just holding my hands, like if I'm holding something, it does feel more open here, more kind of pulled together in the back. When I do this, especially if I have my arms down, I notice that my whole upper back kind of wants to do this kind of stretching, rounding, and then closing here. So try that in your own body, and you might notice that, of course, other things get involved because it's all connected, and what feels good for you. And also, in maybe different contexts, you want this more rounded, closed position. In other contexts, maybe a more open, welcoming position. You also don't want to necessarily overdo the open position, because too much of a good thing is also not great. So finding that balance for yourself. But if you just go into this new year, or I'm going into, and I'm inviting you to join me with this kind of open feeling and welcoming what's next, welcoming what we're drawing in, welcoming what we're creating, welcoming all the good stuff coming our way. So if you want more of that, you can check out the little posture book on Amazon or at posturebook.com. And I just wish you a beautiful close to 2023 and all of the good and wonderful things that you are wishing to welcome in 2024. Bye.